Hello, children, grown-ups, friends. Happy Easter! What a joy it is to celebrate Easter with you again this year. My story for you all today has to do with Easter. It is a version of the Easter story. This particular version is called "This is the Mystery of Easter." It's written by Amelia Richardson Dress and illustrated by Lily Moore. So here is Jesus. This is the mystery of Easter. There once was a man who loved big enough to change the world. People knew him. He was in God, and God was in him. Everywhere he went, people would ask him, "What's the best way to live?" This man, whose name was Jesus, would answer, "Love. Love God. Love yourself. Love everybody else." Now, there were some people who didn't like what Jesus was teaching. They did not want to be told to love God, to love themselves, and to love everybody else. It's a very hard thing to love that big. Instead of learning this kind of hard thing, they decided to have Jesus killed. This is the hard part of the story. When we tell this part of the story, we always say, this is not the end of the story. The hard part of the story is that Jesus' enemies did not want to learn to love. So they had Jesus killed on a cross. The cross reminds us of a very sad thing. Jesus' friends, the ones who knew that he was in God and God was in him, were so sad. They remembered how they felt when Jesus was around. They felt like God was with them too. Their hearts were broken. So Jesus' friends put him in a tomb, which was like a cave. And they used a big stone for the door. They pushed the stone in front of the door, of the opening. Then they took some time to cry and hug and to try to fix their broken hearts. The things that we do when we're really sad. There they are. Later, several of Jesus' friends went to the tomb where he was buried. Sometimes when you're really, really sad because someone has died, it helps to visit their grave. The tomb was like a grave, and Jesus' friends were very sad. When they got there, they discovered that the huge stone that had been blocking the entrance was out of the way. It had been pushed aside. Inside, they saw a man dressed in a white robe who said to them, "Do not be afraid. You're sad, but here is good news. Jesus is alive again. This is a mysterious story. This is the story that changes the cross. The cross still reminds us of a sad thing, but now it also reminds us of a good, important thing. It reminds us that no matter what happens, no matter how hard things are, we are with God. And God is with us. This is the secret to loving God, loving yourself, and loving everybody else. God is always with you. The end. The end. So this is the mystery of Easter, right? That Jesus was killed and they put him in the tomb and they went to visit because they were so very sad. And the stone had been pushed away and he was gone. He was gone. And sometimes people like to ask big questions like, did this really happen? Or is this just a story? Or did it kind of happen, but not how we thought? And I can't answer those questions. Those are for you to come up with your own answers to. And I wonder if perhaps there are as many answers as there are people. I think we all understand these mysterious stories differently, and that's okay. Some of us might think it's true, others of us might say it's not, and that's okay. We don't have to agree. But what we can agree on is that one of the messages in this powerful, mysterious story is that no matter what, we are loved. And God, or love, is always in us and with us. So I hope that you have a blessed Easter Sunday and Easter week. Please know that I am sending you so much love and look forward to seeing you hopefully very soon. Happy Easter, my friends, and take care.